majority of my
Why don't-
stunts.
Hold up, Richard. No one's taping you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had been shooting the stills. So,
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
no, we might as well, as long as we're here.
Good question.
Tell us about Comanche Creek.
Are we rolling?
We are.
Okay, I was asked, you know, how did Comanche Creek Ranch, Mustang Ranch, come about? Well, I was in Hollywood doing stunts, and after 16 years, my wife wanted me to retire. And in doing so, because I was training with the Mescalero Apaches as a medicine man, I thought it would be a good idea if I did retire to go back to school and get another degree. So I got a degree in psychology at Cal State Long Beach. And in doing so, the professors were really interested in what I was doing with modern psychology and mixing it with the indigenous paradigms. So they had me lecture for my own classes and other classes that they had in psychology. So after I finished there, I came to Las Cruces to get a PhD in counseling psychology. However, they felt that what I wanted to do, my dissertation, was in psychospiritual psychology, and that's involving indigenous psychological and spiritual concepts with modern psychological theory. So I said, well, instead of doing that, I'm just going to write my own books and publish myself. So I developed Psychospiritual Psychology. I have my teepee there that I use for the feast that we have in Mescalero. They have it annually and at times during the year, not only on the feast grounds, but also in the backcountry. In doing so, I wanted to develop Comanche Creek Ranch as a haven for spiritual consciousness. Being non-denominational, no, but mostly focusing on the individual spirit self. And in the interim of it, I found that I was using my horses to give therapy to young people. So these are families that had a son or daughter that they couldn't get through. So I said, well, bring them to the ranch. And they said, we'll be happy to pay you for your time. And I said, well, okay, that's fine. If you know, if you can, if you can't, that's okay. As soon as I put them on a horse, they opened up. They opened up to me. So I was not a threat to them. So I used animal husbandry to do counseling. And what I found is that a lot of kids don't have issues. Their issues is their environment. So when I teach them how to have control of their environment, then they're allowed to process who they think they want to be or what they want to develop to be. So in doing so, I said, you know, what can I do to not only help people with issues of stress and low self-esteem and all that, why not develop a breed of horse that will attract people? So with the Mescalero Apaches, I talked to them. I said, you know, you have Mustangs on the reservation. They're a commodity. It's not only about having income, but it's about spreading that culture, and it could also be a tool for spirituality. So nobody was really interested because it takes a lot of work. But because I'm retired now and I'm building the ranch, I told myself I'm going to take the time and the effort and the energy, even though I'm older right now. It can be dangerous to work with horses, but if you use a natural horsemanship techniques and you approach it in a loving manner and in a spiritual manner, then you'll see what I have. And this is the product right here. So Comanche Creek Mustang Ranch, it's in its infancy right now. However, it will develop once there's interest from other people. So eventually what I want to do is to have an affordable Mustang already fully trained for people that love horses and want a piece of Americana without the danger. Because you can go to Mustang adoption and get one for $150. But what happens in the most part, people can't handle them, so they either keep them as pets or they end up giving them away. So there goes the adventure. They no longer have that ability to engage with the horse. And then on the higher end, you have the Mustang makeover, where trainers are making $40,000, $50,000 if they win the makeover. And then they auction that horse off. And sometimes that horse will go for $20,000. So what I'd like to do is develop horses that are fully trained, look beautiful for an affordable price. But part of that is that they learn natural horsemanship skills. Cut.